Welcome to Dance to Heal. I'm your host, Jenny C. Cohen. Join me as I share stories of how dance and movement can bring healing in a way that is safe and tailored to your life. I'm a cancer survivor, mother of two, and an award-winning performer who found that movement was vital to my recovery. I created Dance to Heal Wellness and also authored the best-selling book, Outside in Recovery, Dancing My Way Back to Myself After Breast Cancer. I will bring new techniques to help you on your dance journey and healing path. Are you ready to move? Dance to Heal starts now. Hello, welcome. It's day 3 of Sweet Life Retreat. It's a little different today. Instead of the self-care skin care that we did yesterday, we're going to progress to more of a full body approach. You're welcome to keep your camera on or off for my live contestants. Right? When you're watching this in the recording, still do make sure that you're comfortable because some people have a subconscious inability to move if they think they're being watched. Right? And I want to hold space for you if that's the case. The goal for today is for you to start figuring out what safe movement is for you. We've done muscle testing, and I know my live people here who are in the meeting with me right now in the live part, you all know what muscle testing is. And I'm going to ask your indulgence as I review it for someone who's coming into this recording on a standalone. Okay? So reviewing muscle testing for your own yes is you can hold your finger up sideways and the palm of your hand is facing towards your chest. And your elbow and wrist and fingers are straight. Shoulders really relaxed. I'm going to engage the core, ask you to engage your core lightly, and you can make a really hard fist. And hold your finger as straight as possible, because normally if we're really relaxed, you should be able to push the finger down. But you're going to resist it and take the other hand and put it on that fat middle knuckle. Why does it look so fat in this video? I'll do the other hand. Oh, it's still fat. So finger on this middle knuckle, and you're going to resist the pressure being put by your own hand. This is called an isometric contraction, okay? Contraction without movement. You don't have to memorize it. There's no test. I just wanted to give you that word. So you'll say to yourself, I'm going to say my name. I am Jenny C. Cohen. Say I am and say your name. And then resist your finger as you press. It should be very strong because, unless you were given a name change that's not your own and you actually have amnesia, the finger should stay up. I want to make sure that's a possibility, right? So I'm Jenny C. Cohen. I am your name. Great. I am Princess Penelope Boo Boo. And I'm going to push down on this finger now. And guess what? No matter how hard I resist it, my finger is like, no, you're not Princess Penelope Boo Boo. How about if I'm what I wanted to be? Princess Diana. I always wanted to be Princess Diana. And my finger's like, no BITCH. You're not Princess Diana. All right, so now I've established. My yes is when the finger is resisting and able to maintain that line. And my no is when no matter how hard I hold this finger, the finger comes down. Got it? All right. One more back up. The color of your eyes. My eyes are brown. They're juicy chocolate brown, like chocolate, like sweet life. All right. Say your name. Say your color of your eyes. My eyes are blank. And then push down. Yeah, my eyes are brown. All right. I always wanted green eyes. There are genetically and like genetic natural Asians with green eyes. All right. All right. Let me see. I have green eyes, and my body goes, "No, you didn't." Yeah, we're fine. So now you have your yes and your no. All right. The goal now is. I feel like Willy Wonka. Welcome to my castle. I should have the Willy Wonka music playing, y'all. So what we're gonna do now is explore the dance space. Right? Here's the thing. Ask your body a question right now. Do I feel safe about to do movement? All right. And if that's a yes, you take a breath. If it's a no, You can say, can I watch this session? Or does my body need me to watch this session first before I engage? Right? Does that make sense? Because the goal, right? The goal is always to check in with your body first. This is a hill that I've discovered I'm literally willing to put my life on the line for, folks. It will be a continuous check in right now with your body throughout the rest of this, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is switch to my mic AirPods. Apologies if you thought my voice was always this naturally podcaster. It's gonna go back to the AirPod voice. What we're gonna do is go into my sound, which I've already got set up, but we'll reset it up and hopefully it doesn't give you a hard time. Zoom changed some numbers and buttons to push, okay? And we're going to allow you to experience some movement that's slow and very deliberate. All right, so I'm going to get up and we're going to go right into a course that I like to have people start to really feel safe in their bodies. Okay, all right. So when we do simple movement, you're going to say that we're going to do one more song and then I'll have you seated. When we do movement where we're really tuned into the body and we're not following a curriculum, I just had you swing side to side, right? You could have come out of it, by the way. In my movement classes, unless we're learning choreography, always give yourself permission. If someone's asking you to do a movement that you feel like your body doesn't want to do it, you stop it immediately. You understand me? You do not follow. You check in with your body first. Ask your body if it likes that new rule. Ask your body, do I like this new rule that I can stop if it doesn't feel good? All right, does that make sense? Did you ask your body? Everyone's gonna make sure you still test it because we want to make sure your body understands that you know when your body says no, you'll listen. All right, promise? All right, now we're gonna go into a freestyle form, which means I'm gonna freestyle, you're gonna freestyle. I'm there in case you need me. However, if I start doing funky things that you do not want to follow or you're like, what is she doing? Don't worry about what I'm doing. You're worried about what you're doing. I'm the big, if you do speaker view, I'm kind of what you're seeing, right? And I invite you to look to me if you need to look at me. Don't worry about it if you don't understand what I'm doing. Does that make sense? I'm just there to feel like you're not dancing alone, like you're not on display. Okay? If you're watching this video and you're not well, I still want you in your mind's eye to see you moving. Even if you close your eyes and just a vision and let your body sway to it. Does that make sense? When I was going through my cancer treatment, I would go to dance intensives and just sit in the room. And I could feel the energetic exchange of the dancers washing over me. And I want you to imagine like you're in the room with us. Does that make sense? When my kids were training to do, uh, when they were training to compete in rhythmic gymnastics, and they ultimately ended up in Junior Olympics. They ended up in multiple years training at the Lake Placid Olympic Training Center and Future Stars team, where they had to test at regionals to even be put into that. It wasn't like anyone who paid can go in; you had to test to get into it. We started doing this technology called Athlete Warrior. And one of the things was to do visualization. It fools your brain into thinking you're doing it. Okay? It fools your brain into thinking you're doing it. So you're still laying down the the wiring in your brain. Right? Now, if you've never done something before, like if I'm having you do pirouettes, your brain can't fake that, sorry. However, if you know how to free flow, which we all do, okay, in the interview with Sophia, who does the neuroscience of dance, she basically reminds people, you have a body, then you're a dancer. All right. Dance is one of the few things that lights up every part of your brain and unites you into the present. Now, I had you tune into your five senses because I am, of course, the one person or many dancers. What happens to dance if you're not present? It becomes your escape. So how do you make sure it doesn't become an escape mechanism for you? Is tune into your five senses and do breath work. All right. If you lift up your toes, one of my attendees in the live right now has been going to the Move to Bloom series where we talk about how if you have flat feet, if you lift up your toes, it will bring your arch up so that when your feet are not, when they're not in aligned with the good arch, your ankles, knees, and hips are misaligned. So when you lift up your toes, your arches are aligned. Now my feet automatically lift toes up because my body prefers the alignment of my lower legs with my toes up because my arch is up. Otherwise, I'm flat and everything's rolled in, and then my knees hurt, and then my hips hurt, and then my back hurts. It all goes up, right? When you are doing this movement, if you need to occasionally lift your toes up and just feel your arch, feel free to do that. All right, and then we're going to go into more. Thanks for listening to Dance to Heal with Jenny C. Cohen. Come back next time to hear stories of recovery through movement and learn more ways that you can move your body. To work with me and continue your journey, visit OutsideInRecovery.com. Are you ready to move?